Action. What is up, everybody? That train was very convenient.
Oh no! Now they're gonna know where I live. Crap.
Okay, so no, Ted, you're actually playing Call of Duty, and you're playing that one map that has the train on it.
Yes, that is it.
See, that's the thing. I can never remember the map names. It's so hilarious. We have one video of ours where we're just like starting off the video. I'm like, "What's up, everybody?" You know, we do our usual intro, and then I'm like, "Okay, well, this is a free for all on." Oh God, what's the name of this map? And like, I talked to Mark. I'm like, "Okay, well, what is it?" It's like the map it's like green and it has the hill and the houses. And Mark's just like, I don't know. And James is like, I have no clue. Wait, are you playing Modern Warfare 2? Is it Estate? I'm like, no, it's Modern Warfare 3. And then I thought it was Mission. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure it starts with an M. Mission, right? Isn't that what it's called? And like, they still didn't know, so. But Ted's good. He knows this map. Okay. This map. Underground.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a map? Underground. It's the one with the with the
Underground's
trains.
a map, yeah. It's the one with the trains.
Good. I'm good. I'm smart. I know these. No,
Like,
it isn't. It is underground.
Yeah.
So let's do our intro, Ted. This is Jack and
Ted. And
from the
if you guys want us to bring back our old intro.
No, never again. Never again. Our old
That was a
intro.
great intro.
Our old
Put it in
intro
the
was
comments
like
if you
a
think we should
minute
bring back
of
our old intro.
Yeah, our old minute was like an intro, like a 1
That's
minute
right, I'm talking to you, hater.
of
You hated
Seamus's.
on our intro.
No, that
Actually,
guy
you
was
guys
awesome.
because you
That guy was
commented
like,
on our video.
you know, this I didn't really care for the intro, but I stayed and watched for the commentary. It was a pretty good commentary. Like, the guy was constructive. He was not hating or trolling.
He was just like, your intro stinks.
Yeah, we're the Gems 42. We do these random.
I'm gonna go back and find that guy because he's had a permanent influence on our channel.
Yeah, he's like one of the few. He's one of the few people who has actually commented commented on our videos that aren't us just like trolling our own videos.
Okay,
you know?
so guy who commented, you are going to be publicly thanked next video that I'm in.
Yep. Okay. Now that we have that out of the way.
We got it.
No, it was Seamus. It was Songify, which is a pretty cool app, and it was just Seamus talked into it, and he's just like, "Yo, we're the Gems 42. Like, favorite, subscribe, yeah." Like that's all he said, and then it made it into a 10-minute like rap T-Pain song, and it was like, it was. I admit it was good, but it was just.
Gems 42.
Ted, stop! It was a really bad intro. We have so yeah, this is me semi-beasting. It's actually a pretty unexceptional game, but it's like I've been trying to get a gameplay with this gun because I really like this gun and I want to show off how good it was. Because I think it's pretty underrated. It's the LMG. It's the first one you get. You know, T-Mart said like use this gun, so I've been using it lately. And yeah.
What is it like? You put a grip and a thermal scope, and it's like a laser gun or something?
Yeah, except I have no attachments on this gun because I just barely got it. So yeah, I'm using support because I have I don't know. I just use support whenever I'm trying out a new gun so I don't have to try hard with the gun. So let's talk about our circle of spoilers because we actually recorded a second part to this. And my computer lagged out, and half of the commentary got deleted. And it was, like, really good, too, because we, like, branched off to different subjects. It was good. So let's talk...
So we're going to take the best part, which is the story of the circle of spoilers.
So here, let's start... We started off by talking about a show we all watch called The Walking Dead. And we were kind of talking about how... Well, I talked about how the second season got spoiled for me, and I've only seen the first season. I still haven't seen the second season because it's not on Netflix yet. I highly recommend you watch the show. It's really good. The season 1 is on Netflix, but so like it got spoiled for me, and then we were recalling a story, the circle of spoilers. So here, Ted, would you like to start off with?
It all started in Jack's living room.
Yep, we were playing.
On that fateful day, playing Call of Duty.
I think we were playing Modern Warfare 3,
yeah,
and we were talking about Seamus just randomly exclaimed. It had totally out of context, he's like, spoilers, like, no spoilers, or something like that. And then Mark, going along with that, adding on to that, he's like, Dumbledore dies! And at the time, I was reading Harry Potter, and to me, that part wasn't that big of a deal, because I had already known that, just from, like, hearing about it. I hadn't actually seen the movies, but just from hearing about it. And, like, and then the next thing, Seamus added on by saying, Snape kills Dumbledore. I'm like, dude, yeah, I raged on him, because
Well, doesn't The Simpsons spoil it in that one episode?
I'm glad I don't watch The Simpsons now, but yeah. So, here, Ted, let's try to speed this up. We only have a couple minutes left of this gameplay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was pretty frustrating.
And it was like a long-standing joke. Like, every time we got on the subject of spoilers, it was, Snape kills Dumbledore. And then Jack was mad.
And then Ted spoiled part of Aragon for Seamus, right? Wasn't that what it was?
No, well, it's something that happens later in the plotline. I think it's in the second book. And I had lent him the second book, so I figured he was reading it, and I was like, oh, have you gotten to this part yet?
Oh, that's right. That's what happened.
He hadn't, but I had said what happened, and I was like, oh, I'm smart.
Hmm.
And I think Seamus eventually gave up on that series anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm reading that series right now. I've read like 40 pages of the first book.
Still, I might have contributed to his giving up. And then I was at your house again, and
no, I think I was at your house for the next one.
Oh, okay. And we were talking.
Yeah, we were talking about reading in like books we hadn't finished. I'm like, oh, I never read the last Hunger Games book, but I heard so and so died, and then Ted was like, got raged.
Well, no, I think what was happening, I remember this conversation because it ruined Mockingjay for me, was that I was like, I never finished Mockingjay, and Jack was like, oh, neither did I, but my mom told me what happened.
Yeah, she did, because she actually read the books, and I was curious.
Such and such dies, and I'm like, this is great. And then I was talking to someone else, and I was like...
Your girlfriend.
Jack told me that such and such dies. And then that person was like, oh yeah, he pretty much ruined the entire book for you.
Yeah.
So up until that point, I was just like, oh, well, such and such probably dies in the war.
Yeah.
It's an arbitrary
Ted, this video's almost over. Have a good day. Bye.